These next tests require cooperation. Consequently, they have never been solved by a human. That's where you come in. You don't know pride. You don't know fear. You don't know anything. You'll be perfect.
Hi. Well, first of all, can you introduce yourself and what's your role in the development of Portal 2?
Sure, my name's Erik Wolpaw and I'm a writer at Valve.
Right, well, Portal 1 was kind of like an extra in the orange box, first of all, and on PC, of course. Did you anticipate on it being such a huge success that it is today?
No, yeah, I don't think there was, I mean, we would have been insane to have kind of predicted that. We knew it was a good game. You know, we go through a lot of testing and it seemed like people liked it, but yeah, the response took us by surprise.
And that's why you choose to this time make a full retail game of it?
Yeah, you know, we decided to make a sequel, and because the first one did well, we had a lot more resources to work with, and so yeah, we decided to make a bigger game.
Right, well, but the first one was, you know, you were done with it very quickly, running through the story. But for a full retail game, you need to fill in more hours. Aren't you afraid, you know, the Portal gameplay is after a few hours getting a bit repetitive in that regard?
So there was a design philosophy in Portal 1, which was, you know, we had the portal gun, and it did this certain number of things, and we tried to make the game. We didn't set out to make a game that's 4 hours long. We were like, we have to make this game 4 hours. What we did was, we said we need to train you in this, 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 and this, and kind of make you go from not knowing anything about the portal device to being really good with it. And it just turned out that that training arc took 4 hours, more or less. I know there's people that finish it in 10 minutes or whatever, but so with Portal 2, we just started with that same design philosophy, which was we're going to introduce a bunch of new puzzle elements, and that increased puzzle space, we're going to take you on a gradual training arc that goes from 0 to really feeling like you've mastered all this stuff. And it just turned out that with the new elements in the larger puzzle space, that took, you know, about 2.5 times the length of Portal 1. Plus, we've got a whole other thing, which is the co-op, two-player co-op, which has its own story, its own set of puzzles, and it's uses all the same puzzle elements, but having 2 portal guns kind of changes the way you approach everything. And that, just using the same logic, ended up being about twice as long as Portal 1 as well.
Yeah, of course, you got a whole new kind of puzzles. Can you walk us through a few of those new kind of puzzles and the new possibilities in those?
So we've introduced this idea of gels, which it's sort of a paint, and there's the 2 that we've shown are propulsion gel, which makes you move faster, and repulsion gel, which makes you bounce, and will also, if you pour it on something, will make that thing bounce around. So what happens is in Portal, Portal 1 was sort of about your relationship with surfaces. But the surfaces were pretty binary. Either you could put a portal on it or you couldn't. And at the end of the day, that was kind of what drove every single portal puzzle. So the nice thing about paint is it lets you change the properties of surfaces, which in a way is your nemesis, kind of in puzzle-wise in Portal 2. So again, that's something that now you've got, you know, I don't know what the math is now. Now you've got 4 basic states with those 2 gels that a particular surface can be in, which again greatly expands the puzzle space.
Yeah, and of course, with these new added possibilities, it tends to be a bit more complicated. Do you think it's for people who haven't played the first Portal? Portal 2 is just as accessible as the advanced players? Yeah,
that was a huge concern for us, and the part you played today is sort of, it's the training arc of the basic portal gun. So again, we train you up, same way we did in Portal 1. At no point are we going to throw anything at you that you're not prepared for. It's a gradual training arc, and you know that's design goal 1 for us, is to make this accessible. It's always challenging but not frustrating. And again, you know, for the beginning training, for new people, it's their first experience to the portal gun. But for returning people, we tried to make that beginning little training arc kind of interesting from a story and visual perspective, and have meaning for people who played Portal 1.
Yeah, because the quick level we played was actually set in the environments from the first Portal. Will we return to more environments from the previous game?
No, this is pretty much it. And actually, it's interesting because about half of what you played through, the puzzles, weren't actually in Portal 1. They're kind of amalgamations of a cut where we've collapsed two puzzles where we figured, okay, we can teach you this same thing, excuse me, a little bit shorter. But no, you're going to go through a lot of new and surprising areas of Aperture past the point where the demo ended.
Well, and of course, when Portal 1 ended, you kind of defeated your nemesis. But in Portal 2, she wakes up again. Can you reveal a little bit more about the story?
Well, I mean, GLaDOS is back. You've seen Wheatley. He's another character. There's a bunch of characters we haven't revealed, but GLaDOS wakes up and she's recaptured you at the beginning of this. And things kind of progress from there. Much else would be spoilerish, but there's a lot of twists and turns before it's over.
Yeah, and with Portal 2, you guys are also introducing Steam on the PS3. Will we get cross-platform gameplay between the PC version and the PS3 version for co-op?
Yeah, co-op you can play any combination of Mac, PC, and PS3. It also includes cloud saves, so PS3, if you played on your PS3 at home, go over to your friend's house, your save is preserved there. And we also do Steam Play, which if you buy the PS3 version, you also will own a copy of the PC version on Steam.
Yeah, and will this go any further with the save games? Because, for example, I'm at home playing the PS3 version, and then I go on the road with my laptop. Will my save game be usable on the PC?
No, the save games currently are not usable between PC and PS3, and part of the reason is Sony rightfully wants to keep a handle on achievements so that you can't get them, you need to have gotten them online, whereas if you go play on the PC, get the achievements, and then if they were to show up on the PS3, they don't have any way of knowing that you didn't just offline hack it or something, right?
When can we expect Portal 2 over in Europe?
For this region, April 21st.
All right, thank you.